Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning, benvenido. Welcome to my YouTube channel as I keep you informed through the energetic waving patterns. The its connection is high rising, its vibration systems. It's a windy city in Mexico City. Understanding that the winter formats through its winter, its connection is high rising through its divisions. So we go through the 4 season patterns. It's very powerful stuff where you go through different atmospheres. Some atmospheres have winters, some atmospheres don't. Mexico City is on a high rise through its illumination when it comes to the moral of its sun. So it does have its cold fronts and its windy storm systems. So there's icicle systems that are going in the ground formations of its calculation modifications, everything that's going in its angles. As you can see, the pyramid system is going on so many angles through its connection, through its dimensional of its vibration of its cloud system. It's icicle systems. It's understanding that your 3D perception is understanding your perception through your coloration patterns. So it's very powerful stuff when you can change the atmospheres with the wind spin systems through your perceptions. That tells you exactly what vibration you're at and how fast you're going through its speed velocity system. Very powerful stuff when you're in simulation because you can make those clouds disappear through its dimensional sets, bring it to a higher vibration, understand its calculation balance, and then from there you can use that calculation and know exactly where it is through its location. Very powerful stuff. So right now I'm looking at the clouds, dimensional set clouds, and they're in so many dimensional realm systems through a connection through its portal. That portal, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go for a long time. Okay. The reason why this is happening is understanding everything is changing through the hydraulic system, through the mind system, through the intersection of its connection. That connection is going to high rise our circuitry systems, our element systems, our programma systems, our electrical systems. The synchronizing self is its connection through its soul's recognition. So once you understand the full cycles of its division, you understand everything through the mind conception of its scanning mode systems. Okay, Trisha, how you doing? How's Trisha feeling today? How's it going? You getting a little bit more understanding of what's going on with the mind system and how it works through the hydraulics? How you use your programma system? Once you understand that your body's simulator is connected through all systems of electronics, okay, then you understand everything through its connection, through its brain frequency system, how powerful things are. Balamarts, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you guys are doing well. So I'd like to thank all subscribers and viewers and everybody that's going on this fantastic cycles of systems. Your brain waving system through the mind system. It's learning how to take your brain out completely and create a whole new division through a mind system through the spiritual realm. That's what we want to do. Okay, that's the only way we can high rise to higher levels. Okay, through its continuous force when we come into the intelligence of its knowledge system, understand everything through the lines. Like I said, we're going to do illustration diagram programs. They're going to connect in all rounds of definitive space. You're going to understand how to use your breathing techniques, okay, through a line signal. Very powerful stuff because that line is an energy of intelligence. Okay, so we're going to get into that through its portals. That's great. Yeah, absorb it. Yeah, try to really analyze it. Try to use your scanning mode systems through electronic interference. Okay, once you get a full wind cycles of that. And hopefully, you guys got wind cycle systems through space discoveries. Like I said, I just put up episode 3. Episode 4 will be up next week. So other than that, let's get started. Hope everybody's doing exceptionally well. So every time you go through a mind system, your mind is so powerful, is understanding your interceptor mode systems. Okay, you have to understand the energetic waving patterns. You have to understand the shadow shifting. You have to understand velocity winds. You have to understand speed velocity. You have to understand acceleration. You have to understand everything through the hydraulics of the mind system because that's how it works every single day. Okay, your simulation of yourself is trying to evolve to a higher intelligence of knowledge through its energy of its information system. Okay, because information technically is what it is, but in space, it's energy of intelligence. Okay, so we got this off with the line signals. Okay, that's just a basic line. Okay. Now we got into the activation code systems, how you go from line frequency systems of the line, okay, which is a straight line, Okay, but you understand, okay, so if this is a line signal, what else is it? Okay, you have to ask yourself, how do I high rise it? So the mind has to adapt of what's going on through its emotion. So basically, I'm giving you A, B's, and C's and how the mind interrelates through its intermotion. It has to connect through its vibration to this line signal. Okay, because if you just think this is a straight line, then you're not communicating with the mind, you're not communicating with the heart, you're not communicating with the soul. Okay, because everything has a center. Okay, everything has a center, right? That's where you basically start off. And once you know that you can put the frequency of its atom to any location, you can jump it up, you can jump it down, jump forward, jump it backwards, whatever. But the mind has to understand its interceptions. Okay, so everything has a center. Just going to show you. Okay, we've been through this before, but I'm just showing you how powerful things are once you understand the mind and what it does. Okay. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different elements. Okay, so you get a better understanding of what is going on. How do I adapt? Okay. Okay, so basically I'm just drawing out its graphing cycle system through its Bluetooth. So it's paraphrasing. Okay, but everything has a center. Okay, everything has a center. Okay, now it's understanding what is a center. Okay, now it's understanding what is the mind trying to relate to. How is it going to communicate with the lines? How is it going to communicate with the atom? Okay, because your atom is already intercepting through its calculation and it's modifying. Okay, so if this is a pyramid system through a location center of an atom system, how am I going to bring this to a higher realm? If you can't understand the line frequencies of 1, 2, and 3, then you have to go back to the basics. So you have to have that intercepted mode system through the mind. The mind has to understand its information through its waving patterns of its energy system, through its heart, and its heart condition through its soul. Okay? They're different energy cycles, but they come together as one. And that's where it comes into the interception mode of its interconnection through its relationship and its partnership, through its line signal of its atom system, through its circulation rotation system. Okay, so once you understand that, then you can add another circle in the center. Okay, we've been through this before. This is back freezing videos, but I'm just showing you how powerful things are once you understand everything through its information, through its energy cycles, through its intelligence. Okay. So basically, once you understand the circle, okay, we're going to crosswind it, down force. Okay. I'm showing you step-by-step procedures on what you guys need to do and how you allocate it through its center of its system, through its energy of its vibration, through its mind frequency system. Okay, you see how it's coming together? Now it's understanding, once you understand how to communicate with its line signal and you know how to use a box phrasing system, okay? Box phrasing system means like this is what it means, okay? Now, understanding that line signal is trying to communicate with you through the mind system. So it's understanding circular rotation through its crosswind cycles to another atom system, okay? Everything is connected, all right? So basically you can change direction, but the mind has to understand its interception mode systems. It has to understand its energy patterns because it's changing everything through its lines. Okay, so it's very important to understand that. Okay, so if you want to high rise anything, your mind system has to change everything through its fractions when it comes to its heart condition, through its soul's recognition. Okay, because everything's connected through an atom of electronic interference. And once you know how to communicate with that, it vibrates. Okay, once it vibrates, okay, you can activate it and bring it to a higher realm. Okay. So like I said, if you understand the Bach frequency system, you understand line frequencies, how this goes straight and how this goes up and this goes across and this goes down. Okay. It's understanding your traveling mechanisms. Okay. Because these are entity force systems of line frequency systems of shapes that are in different realms of space. Okay. So just get a basic understanding of that. So when you have vibrations, okay, everything's on electric rod system. It's like that. It starts off like that. Okay. Now, once you get into the intercept and mode connection systems through vibrations, you can change its traction division through its line frequency system, because you have to understand its fragmentations. We got into that already with the matrix grid system, how it changes activation code through its colors. That's how you get into weather patterns. But you really have to understand Bach's frequency systems of 4 different lines through its paraphrasing of its point division, through its dimensional set system of its points, or the modal of its point through its symbol. Okay, because everything's an upgrade. Okay, so you get the points. Okay, and these points are in the mortal state, like I said. If you're starting off, you're starting with point division. Now, when you're having a circle, which is a rotation system, it's not a circle. We already know that through vibration, through its energy vibration system. Okay. So it's understanding this has 2-point division through a modal system. Okay, it's understanding where do I put the points. Okay. So that's how it starts off. So it's understanding how to communicate in all different patterns of shapes through vibration, through lines of fragmentation systems. The energy vibration has to change every single time. So you're going through delegating modes. Okay, you're understanding your fractions, you understand your emotions, you're understanding line frequencies. Okay, everything through shape is a different energy channel division through higher communication of light transformation system. Okay. So, you're going to find your balance, Trisha. I know you're dealing with a lot of stuff, but that's going to take over. It's going to absorb everything through its connection. So you'll feel better. So once you understand that, you can high-rise its divisions. Okay, through its mortal simulation system. But you have to understand how to use the atom to a higher vibration. Okay, it's extremely complicated stuff. Once you understand interception mode systems, then you understand everything through line frequencies and everything through shapes. Okay, because everything is a high rise, but you have to know, okay, where to line it. Okay, and then it becomes a security defense. That's where it comes into its realms. Okay, so basically, I'm showing you different ways of going through line defense and security defense. Okay, so that's what it's like. So it starts off with, right? See how it's different security defense levels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. You have to understand the atom. You have to understand location. So once you understand partnership with everything through line of communication, you can connect with all fragmentations of shapes through its particle system. But you really have to know how to use the realms. Okay, because this is going in 2 different realm systems. This is going in 1 dimension. This is going in 3 dimensions through a triangular angular base, which is a pyramid system. Okay, this is an activation code of a star system that's connecting through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 realm system through a star system. So it's communicating all different levels. This is a different level. 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 Because it's going higher and higher through communication. Okay. Okay. Higher and higher. Okay. Like I said, one more look at that, because I got a lot of going on right now through illustration diagram problems. There's white graphing board, electronic board system that's connected through all realms of definitive space system and time. Okay. So really, really try to understand your lines and your communication levels. Then you'll be able to understand how to high-rise your divisions through the mind system. Okay. Because these are different information panels that are on totally so many different dimensions of vibration systems. Okay, everything is not the same. When you wake up, you're not the same. What that means is that the mind is changing every single day through its energy cycles, through its energy system, through its energy vibrations, through its energy fields, through its mind capacitors. Okay, everything through the mind system is changing through its knowledge of its intelligence, through its cycle division. That's where you get into the cycles. Okay, we already been through that through the simulation, coloration patterns. And then pretty soon you're gonna be able to understand how to low frequency your system in high rise and medium high rise. Everything through its channels of its energy system. Okay. So basically, this is a white graphing board through the electronic board system that's connected to all realms of definitive space systems, of all planet systems, all connection, energy, weight, and shape systems that are in the major grid systems. You can't see it, but that's how understanding how lines here through communication of colors. You can't see it because to you it's invisible, right? That's the whole point, is trying to understand what's going on with its communication. All right. So there's a little bit of electronic interference. It's because my energy high rises. Every single time I wake up, my system changes through the hydraulics. It changes through space and it changes through time. Okay. So like I said, I'm either 5 minutes ahead of time, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. It depends on my energy of its intelligence through its line signals. Everything's connected through a line. Okay. So we can even do this. This is fascinating stuff. We can change the line frequency once indications of the atom, because the atom has to understand its coloration through its perceptions. Because like I said, everything you see through vibration is going to change its colors. You have to know its color before you communicate with its vibration. Okay, so I'm just showing you, when you get into the major grids and it changes coloration, this is what you can absorb through its energy of its information, through its energy of its intelligence, through its simulation mind system. 3 different colorations of a pyramid system: blue, red, and green. Okay. So getting communication through your soul recognition of the mind system to the heart's connection, you have to understand your atom. You have to understand your atom fully and completely so you can communicate in all realms of shapes, letters, and numbers. Okay. So basically, we're going to go like this, go like this, go like this. Now, it's getting pretty interesting. Okay. So basically, I've changed this from blue, green, and red to all red. Okay. So it's understanding, it's communicating, right? The atom is there in the center. I can only see it. You guys can't, because you have to understand balance. Okay. When you're in the simulation, everything is so fast and then it disappears and then it reappears. That's understanding communications through the velocity of its speed, right? Because everything through dimension has a different speed acceleration system. Okay, you get into the speed odometer, right? Through time frequencies. Okay. Very powerful stuff. Okay. See that? That's green. Okay. Now, understanding communication through the major grid systems, you're going to be able to understand your atom system fully and completely. Okay? Because this is energy of intelligence. It's just trying to communicate on what it's doing. Okay? And it all starts off with a line. Okay, so you know the line's going this way, right? But the line can go the other way, right? Okay? One way or the other way. It's understanding your mind system has to be on its full control with its heart's connection and its soul's recognition. Okay, so basically it can go up like that. Okay. Everything has to be in line with frequency system. Okay. You see how it's going? Starts here, or you can go this way, right? You're communicating with the shape in so many wave cycles. Extremely powerful stuff when you can do these things. Okay. Now let's understand what dimension these are in, because these are different colorations. You have the blue, the green, and the red in the triangulating of the base through point division. Now this can be in a plasmesium or it can be in a plasma force activation. So it's very important to understand each coloration is in a different rotation system through vibration through the matrix grid system. Okay. All right. So it goes here like that. So it's going on its continuous force like that. Okay. All right. So once you go that way, you can go the opposite way. Okay. This is understanding how not to get confused with the mind system and how you're going through its connection of its energy force. So one goes one way, one goes the other way. So you're communicating forwards and you're communicating backwards. That's understanding elements are in full control of balance through the galactic, the matrix, everything through the interception of its mind system of the simulation, through the spin force wind systems, and everything that calculates and modifies through its distance. Okay? Because you can do short spin system angles that are connected through its pyramid system. But I'll show you that one more time. Okay, it's very powerful stuff, understanding communication. Okay. So. Melissa, how's it going? Hope everybody is enjoying space discoveries. I really love doing it. It's fascinating stuff when you guys are seeing things for the very first time, how everything connects through portal activations. Pretty soon you guys are going to be able to understand, wow, I know how to activate and deactivate. I know how to go through a portal dimensional set system, through a shape anomaly system, through connection and vibrations, through matrix grid systems. Now, it's understanding that your location systems, every time you communicate with line signal, it could be in low, medium, or high. That's understanding that line signal is communicating through the line system. So you have to understand locations, okay? So everything has a deviation, okay, to a level of vibration. And that level of vibration is going to take you up to the mind-brain frequency system through its connection with its spiritual realm system, which is going to highwareize everything through calculation, okay? So, is the atom deviating and reappearing? No, the atom stays within its center, always has to, okay? When it disappears, it's in its simulation. So you can have a shape, okay, there, show you. We're going to do a green cycling system through a magnetic force energy vibration system. This is a simulation of green circle systems. They are connected through planet systems. This is a healing device through its connection vibration system. That's what this is. Understanding 50 ways of describing what this is. Okay? That's understanding that you've traveled thousands and thousands and thousands of planets, and you're coming back with energy of this in so many different realms of dimensional set systems. Low, medium, high, higher, highest, supreme. Okay? Then you get into the mortal, then you get into the gods. Okay? Gods. Okay? All right? Because everything through the gods has a center. Okay? Every letter represents a star system. G-O-D-S. S is systems. You already know that, right? So it's a little trivia. But like I said, we got a lot of illustration diagrams. I just want to show you how powerful things are when you go through atom systems. Because the thing is, the question that you're asking me is very fascinating, Mike, and I'll tell you why. Your atom system changes every single time you go through location. So your perceptions are changing through colorations. Remember I was saying you're going through transformation manifestation, your colors are changing? Well, it's understanding when you're communicating with a wall-graphing cycle of a system through a connection of a green circling system, you see it green. Your eyes are going to turn green. You can't see that because you see yourself forward unless you look in the mirror, right? That's what it's all about. It's understanding you're a mirror of yourself through the simulation. So when you're looking at that perception and it's green, you're going to be able to connect through its vibration. Then you're going to understand its location through its energy of its intelligence. If you communicate with the grounds, okay, now this is a pasty kind of like a cream color, right, of a floor, okay? Now, the graphing cycles of its continuous force through its ground formations is on so many fast cycle systems. So it's understanding how to communicate with the grounds and what color is it at. What dimension, set, system, and location is it at through its lines, okay? Once you understand that, your eyes are going to change brown or creamy color, okay? You have to understand how to interforce your connections through traveling mechanisms, how to change your perceptions through its dimensional sets, okay? If you're trying to open a portal activation, you have to understand 3 frequency levels of letters, numbers, and shapes. Because when you're going through a portal activation, you have to understand everything through acceleration. Because everything cycles and circles through its rotations. Because the atom changes every single time through its perception. Okay, so hopefully that helps you what the atom is and what it does. It's constantly moving, Melissa. It's constantly changing color. It's constantly changing vibration. It has to. Okay, an atom never stays still. Okay, it's like stars in space. They're never still. They look still to you through perception, but you have to understand your balance. Okay? If you understand the full rotation of its colors, it's going to show its true colors, okay, through its scanning mode system, through the coloration of the matrix. So it can be in the low rise of the Gallagher energy core system. It could be in the high rise of the matrix coloration of active code system. It could be in the immortal state through the sun or the immortal of its moon, okay? Or you can connect through the gods of the angelic realms, okay? You can be mystical on forefronts, back fronts, side fronts, all connection through dimensional set, because everything through the multiverse connection through galaxy systems is all different colorations of vibrations, okay? The galaxy is not just one color, okay? So just imagine how many atoms that is through going through its calculation, because everything goes like this, right? And it's blending into the galaxy system, connecting through its magnetic magnesium force highway information system, where it's connecting through its grounds. Space has to communicate with planets through its grounds, through its dimensional Earth. That's where it gets all its energy, right? And then you become the energy cycle of its system through dimensional set, through a shape of anomaly, through an entity force system. And that's how you get full rotations of calculations of energy, of intelligence that goes into the mind graphing analytical GPS location system. Okay, so this is really trying to understand your colors of your perceptions through your voicing grids. Your voicing grids are extremely powerful. Okay, like I said, the energy pod is the most powerful thing that you have to use every single day through its mind conceptions. You have to understand your perceptions of colorations. You have to understand your voicing grids. Okay, and you also have to understand your audio connection through your ears. That's intercepting modes through the gamma ray systems or radioactive system. So it's really trying to understand what your mind is doing every single day through coloration, perceptions, energy, vibration, and intelligence. Okay, so let's say you have a simple graphing cycle of a system through a pyramid system. Okay, we already know that it's not a triangle. Okay, so that's on a low frequency system. Okay, low frequency. All right, it's still in the high wind force of the matrix, but it's on low frequency. Now, if that low frequency wants to communicate with a cycling system of a circle system through an energy vibration system, it's understanding that this can paraphrase everything through dimension. Okay? Everything through planets are different vibrations through line systems. Okay, so it's understanding how to that pyramid system of low. Okay, it has no point division, it has no dimensional point system. Okay, but it does when you're in simulation. This kind of looks like a donut, a striped donut, right? But it's understanding that each dimensional line system is a paraphrasing through a paradox. So everything you go through communication is paradigm your shift. You're going through a rotation system through your body system, through your perceptions, through its coloration. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 divisional lines, circle within its cycle. Okay, this is not even activated yet. Now, if this wants to communicate with this low frequency system, the low frequency system has to understand its communication with this circular rotation system. Because if it doesn't understand, this can't high rise. Okay, even if it telegraphs its energy. Now, if the low frequencies understands its locations of its center through its vibrations and its coloration through its pattern division, then this is what happens. The colorations, okay, from the circular rotation system applying a system of 7 divisional lines goes into the center system of its triangle system. So basically, it's understanding that your mind is everything through shapes, letters, and numbers. Now, knowing this, you don't have to use the mind because it's already in the system. So that circular rotation of 7 divisional lines is communicating with a low frequency of a pyramid system, like this. Okay, so once it knows how to communicate, it high rises its divisions. You see the coloration through its atom system because it has to communicate through its level of its color. Okay, that's very important to understand that. It could be all colors or one color. So once it has its full communication, it high rises its division. The higher realm, it changes its coloration. And when it changes its coloration, it goes into the 7 divisional lines. Like that. Okay? You see what's happening? How powerful the atom is from a low frequency of a pyramid system. Okay? How it force winds its cycles through communication. Low frequency of its pyramid understands everything through location of the circular rotation of 7 divisional lines. Now understand communications of balance. This high rises into a pyramid system of 7 divisional lines with its atom system, which understands its full communication now. Okay? So they know how to communicate fully and completely through the simulation of its world system. Powerful stuff, eh, guys? Complicated, but just shows you how fast things go through low, medium, and high frequencies. But you have to understand how powerful your atom is. Your atom is everything through your body simulator. Okay? So it's just really trying to understand how to change colorations through its provisions and how you can communicate through balance and how you can change the color into the matrix. So other than that, how's everybody doing? What do you guys think about the teleport information system through the energy cycles of its shape system? You guys have any questions that you'd like to ask more about the line division? The two shapes communicate and help each other high rise. Yep. Once the low frequency of its pyramid system, all coloration, okay, understands the communication through the 7 divisional lines, circle, and cycles of its system, it can high rise and communicate with that entity force system because it's on the same coloration now. Okay? So it's the same thing with humanity. You can't communicate with low vibration if you don't understand the energy cycles of its DNA structure of its body system. Okay? That's what it is. I'm basing it on shapes, or you can base it on humanity through vibration, because everybody resides in vibration through energy of intelligence. Okay? So it's getting connected with yourself. It's getting connected with the mind. It's getting connected with your pixels. It's getting connected with your shapes. It's getting connected with letters and numbers. Okay? We're just getting into shapes now, but you really, really have to mind communication, line interforce through interrelation to all connections through the mind, the hearts, and its connection through its soul. Okay? Because if you don't understand a line communication, line signal through a singularity of a line system, through the energy of its intelligence, then you're going to have problems with the mind system. Okay? Because the mind knows exactly what it's doing every single day, but it has to understand its information from its energy of its intelligence when it's communicating with the heart, when it's communicating with the soul. Every day you wake up, you're communicating with the mind, heart, and the soul every single day. Okay? So those provisions of energies are going into you through the mind system. So you have to understand rotations. You have to understand circles. You have to understand numbers. You have to understand alignments. You have to understand matrix. That's why I've done these videos for everybody to understand what's going on with the shapes. So, yeah, it's portal activation. It's changing alignments through frequency levels right now through balance of line systems, Melissa. Yeah. All that means is that your transmission lights is going through pressure, and it's opening and it's expanding through the crown chakra. Okay, it's going to balance out there. Everything that I solar text happens for a reason. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Every letter is a star system of a healing system. So huge energy recently feels amazing. Yep. It feels amazing for Michael because he's controlling everything through coloration, through perception, through vibration of energy of intelligence. Okay. So Michael's knowing how to communicate with a pyramid system that's blue on its low frequency, medium frequency through a vibration of green, and red of a high frequency. Okay. Every line frequency is a different level from a different dimension of a time zone system. Okay. The blue is a different information energy system. The green is a different information. And the red is a different information. So it's understanding how to get balance between all three colors. Okay. And you can high rise and you can change the colorations. So if you're trying to communicate with stars, if you're trying to communicate with planets, if you're trying to communicate with letters, numbers, and shapes, because everything goes through dream set sequencing and you see through visions, through illustrations. You have to understand the picture. I've done that too in my last videos. I think way, way back, I was talking about drawing out a diagram of what it is. What is it representing? Because everything is connected through a line signal. It starts off with a line. Soon as you get that white graphing cycle of a system through connection to whiteboard system, through the hydraulics of its mind system, you know exactly what you need to do. The first thing to anything through creation is a line. You start with a line, right? And if you want to bend that line, it's going to go into a circle, okay? If you want to do another line, two phrasing, two parallels, one up, one down, now you have a square or a rectangle, okay? So it's very important to understand how to communicate with line communication. Yeah. It takes a lot of energy. Yeah. It's finding your balance with everything through vibration. Okay. You have to get balance with the mind. You have to get balance with the heart. You have to get balance with the soul. You have to get balance with transmission lights. You have to get balance with your voice. You have to get balance with your perceptions. You have to get balance with your audios. All these are very important. But you guys are complimenting yourself. That's great. It's good to see that. Love cycles, love system through the energetic system. Now, when you're involving yourself with shapes, you can do the same thing with letters and numbers, but letters and numbers are more complicated because it's DNA structures through simulation of line systems that are connected through builds. Building fraction divisions through letters, numbers, and shapes is what creates planets. But you have to understand communications, right? like 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 4 4 4 4 or 4. What is 4? You can channel division to a 4 to a higher location and talk to it to a different level through vibration. But you have to understand what is 4. What does 4 mean to you through your perception, right? Because the higher force through its connection, the more you understand its energy of its cycle. Because it's all about understanding how to communicate through codes, frequencies, activations, portals. Okay? Every number is a portal. Every letter is a portal. Every shape is a portal. Okay? Once you get into activation, then you understand everything. Because everything's created through lines. So let's say you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 1 to 5. Now, understanding what 1 is, understanding what 2 is, understanding what 3, 4, and 5. Okay, they're all communication through space. Okay, but you have to understand its lines. Why is this like this and not like this? Why does the 2 go like this? Why does the 3 go like this? Why does the 4 go like this? Why does the 5 go like that? It's understanding how to communicate with each individual line frequency through dimensional of a number system. Okay? And once you understand the number system, it high illuminates its light sky and vibrates. Okay? Vibrating, right? When it goes into full rotation, it goes up. So it goes from here, it goes up. See? Swirl, swirl, swirl. 5, right? It's a higher force connection, 3 interforce connection. Same with the 4, right? But the 4 doesn't have to go in the right direction. It can go in a different direction. Okay? Let's say it goes down. Circular rotation. 4. Okay? All right? Same thing with the 3. Now, the 3 can stay where it wants. It's just saying you're trying to communicate 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Because they're not numbers. It's intelligence through line systems. Okay? So the 3, if it just circles and rotates, it can just get bigger and bigger. Okay? 3. Okay? Everything is communicating on different vibration. So it's understanding that this is in space and time, this is in space and time, this is in space and time. Okay? It's all communication levels of electronic interference. Now, right now, it's going through its cycles of its atom system, because everything through letters, numbers, and shape is created through line frequency line systems through an atom system. So if the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 want to connect all in one, they have to understand its communication through its traveling. So if we get 2, we'll have 2 do this. 2 can go up, 2 can go down. 2 up, 2 down. Okay? Everything is different. Now the 1, basically, it can go on its back frequency system, go back this way. Okay? Everything through a line system is connected through a realm of a higher vibration. Okay? You have to understand low frequencies. You have to understand interforce. That's where you have to understand your northwest, south, and east. Okay? It's really important to understand your travel lines. Okay, your letters, numbers, and shapes. Okay? So, now, you want to know how to communicate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is understanding how to communicate with its atom. Once you understand how to communicate with the atom, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 communicate through its north cycling system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 communicates now. Right? So it brings it back into its division through circulation rotation system. The atom system is now communicating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full 1 cycles through its activation code system. Okay? So you're probably thinking, wow, the numbers are dancing and prancing and trying to get communications on there. That's what they're doing. So it's another thing. You go through exercise, you move your body, right? Well, that's the same thing with letters, numbers, and shapes. That's what they're doing. One goes back, one goes forward. One circles and sides, one goes down phrase, one goes up phrase. That's what it is. That's communication. Now, you have to understand communication and what they're doing through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get communication through balance, you can uprise its division and communicate with 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 through its balance. So, powerful stuff, guys. Now, you probably think it's complicated. It's meant to be complicated. It has to be complex. Okay? Everything is a lesson learned. Yeah, north to high rise, yeah. You have to know that the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 is all one color. Because if the 1 is green and the 2 is red, you have to understand how to change the angle system through its perception. How you communicate with its different vibration, because those colorations are 2 different vibration centers through location center, through its system. So you have to understand how to get it back to red so you can high rise its division through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So in other words, it's trying to, like, for example, if you go to another country and you don't know the language, you have to learn it, right? So it's understanding how to communicate with different people, different languages. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying with the letters, numbers, and shapes, how it's different colorations. Different coloration, okay, is understand different communication. But once you get the balance with its communication, you can high rise and communicate with all 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or its shapes of its coloration through its patterns, through its vibration of its energy, of its intelligence. So there's a lot said. Yeah, if you're seeing a lot of triple numbers, 444, 777, 44, they're all portal activations, but you have to make sure, are they all the same color or are they different colors? Because if they're in different colors, they're in a different matrix grid system through the simulation. You have to understand rotations. You have to understand how fast is 444 going? How fast is 777 going through a portal activation code system? Okay, that's where you understand communication. You're not communicating, okay, with yourself. You're communicating with space through letters, numbers, and shapes. Okay, because those fraction divisions are going to change everything through location. It's going to change everything through vibration. It's going to change everything through coloration. That's when you'll know if you're in the galactic, the matrix, the simulation, the mortal, or it's God. Gods of its gods. So, like I said, balance is everything through communication of vibration to energy of intelligence and its colorations. So try to study at that, try to understand what line communication is, and you get better understanding of who you are through your atom system. Okay? Because the waving patterns through its continuous force is always going to high rise through the soul's recognition, through its heart condition, and everything through the mind. It's always going to high rise faster and faster, 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 faster. The faster it goes, the more it gets balanced through its force of going forward or going backwards. Knowing that you can jump forward and knowing you can jump back, you can come back into balance. Balance. So. Yep. It's the yin and yang. Yeah. Try to get a better understanding, because I've already done a video on illumination, create a whole new division through a chakra system, and how I high-rise a higher illumination light system through yin and yang, because that's my energy. Okay, that's my vocal, that's my communication line signal, the yin and the yang. You have to understand what the yin is, and you have to understand what the yang is. You have to understand what white is and what black is. You have to understand the interforce connection of light, the interforce connection of dark. You have to understand the interference and locations of full connections of space of Father, which is on the left, and everything through its communication of its atmospheres, through its nature's core and its grounds of Mother. Then you understand the yin and yang. But this goes way back to the ancestry. But it's understanding too, for you to travel to these things all the time, every single time, through lines and its connection through energies of shapes, letters, and numbers. Okay? If you're going to a planet system and it's a box frequency system through a planet system that's on the galaxy system, but you don't know how to communicate with it, you're going to have a problem. Okay, so it's very understanding that if you're flying to a higher dimensional realm system, you have to understand how to communicate with its color. You have to understand its lines. You have to understand its intelligence. You have to understand its energy. You have to understand its vibration. You have to understand its human emotion. You have to understand its atom. Once you get its balance with this box frequency system, of this planet, of its galaxy system, then you can communicate through balance and have that energy go into you through its intelligence, of its knowledge. Okay? And then when you go through space and time, you can be everywhere and communicate with everything through energy. Because there's so much data up in space. It's just, there's no number to combine in how much energy is in space and in time. It's just knowing that you can get there through the frequency levels of its channeling division, through its energies, through its vibration and its colors. But you have to understand your activations. You have to understand your body simulators. You have to understand your new chakra system. You have to understand communication. Try to understand your frequencies. Okay. Then you understand the emotion. Then you connect it through vibration. So I'm communicating with an atom, seeing the story. Yep. Everything is connected through an atom too, because that's the DNA structure of its birth, right? So it's understanding how to go into the center of everything and how it self-evolves through circulation rotations. How fast does it spin? Why is it spinning on that realm? Why isn't it going back? If it's going forward, how do I high-rise it? Why is it on a different color? If it's on a different color, you're changing your perception through your positive feeds. Okay, maybe that'll help a little bit more. But when you get into the mind capacitor of its computer's analytical graphing system through a software of its mecha system, it's extremely complicated because it's understanding what alignments are. We've gone through that before, what they are, right? We've gone through everything through the numbers, how you take it out through its equation, right? And how it high rises. Okay, everything I give you is truth to knowledge through space and time. So, but everything's connected through you, through balance. So, in retrospect, you're who you want to become and who you are and where you want to go and how you see yourself where you want to be. You can get there through communication. But if you want to travel faster and farther and get energy of intelligence through its optical unit systems, you have to understand line frequencies. You have to understand energy of intelligence. You have to understand energy of emotion, right? So if you understand your friends, if you understand your family, if you understand your life cycle, you're going to understand your cycle divisions on your circular rotation system. You're going to be able to understand how you can high rise your illumination lights to bring it to a higher frequency. because you could tone those divisions, okay, through so many location systems. So yeah, that's exactly what it is, Melissa. It's the color. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody information panel. Everybody's on a different research of energy. Everybody's on a different vibration. Everybody's through a different DNA structure. Okay, it's how to communicate through the vibrations so you can get your mind system to space and time. That's what you want. But as long as it's helping you and you're understanding it, the basic understanding, then you're high rising faster. So it's amazing how fast wind forces go through its connection through space and time. It's almost over an hour. Oh wow, I said almost over an hour. It's 56:35, right? Almost an hour. I said almost over an hour. So it's understanding that your wind forcing connections is going through space, and you're going through so many different, your body shifts in so many waving cycles through energy systems, okay? So a pyramid system through an activation code through space can spin, right? Round and round and round and round. Now, if you don't understand what's going on, if you're trying to communicate with it and you don't understand it, and you're putting your transformation lights up there, you're going to get a headache. You have to understand, why is it spinning? If you understand why it's spinning, then you understand its coloration, then you understand its energy of its intelligence, then you understand its circular rotations. And then you get no more headaches, because now you know how to communicate why that pyramid is going around and around. Okay? Everything moves in space. You just have to understand how to communicate with the line. So it's extremely powerful stuff, what the mind is and what it does, especially now, because you guys are high rising faster and faster through your divisions. So does anybody have any more questions they'd like to ask? I'm here to help and guide you and give you everything that you want. It's very important that you don't hesitate on anything through vibration, okay? Because your mind is trying to communicate on all levels of interforce connections through friendship, relation, and partnership, okay? That's all it's trying to do. It's great that you guys have personal questions on top of other questions. It's great that I help you guys, because you guys be lost in transition. Oh, I mentioned too, I think one of my back freezing videos through transmission lights and its connection through its transmissions, I needed enough more people to communicate, and I want to show you how fascinating it is, what the mind is and what it does, far as traveling and putting everybody in a cycling system through, let's say, we can go into 8,000 years later, what it'd be like to be 8,000 years in space ahead of the time through its future, what it looked like, right? It's very powerful what the mind is and what it does, because there are civilizations there. There are location centers of vibration through energy. This understanding, it's extremely real. Now, You have to be force recognized too, because once you reach the heat signatures of its planet through its location, then you have to understand everything through its channeling division. So basically, I wanted to travel there and show you how powerful it is and what you see, because everybody's going to see a different balance through its location, through its energy of its vibration, through its intelligence. Okay? So we've got Melissa, you got Angel, Michael. You guys are into force connections through higher force systems, so it's very powerful stuff when you travel farther and farther. And Trisha, she's still there. Palamarts. So basically, this is what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to get an energy panel division. I'm going to put an optical system through a circular rotation system through a portal activation code system. We're going to transport through a teleportation through a communication of devices. Now, what that means is that your body simulator is going to high rise through its marking mission. What that means is that you're going to go through force recognition at light speed. So I'm going to platitude everybody. Okay. Now, everything I say through perception, through its voicing grids, is to understand communication through its line signals. Okay. Because everything through transformation lights is a signal. It comes out. It has to be a line signal, and it goes circular and rotates. Now, you understand, if you communicate with something different, it's going to be a pyramid. It's going to be a circle. It's going to be a square. It's going to be a rectangle. It's going to be a star. That's what the transformation light is. It's trying to communicate through its color. That's your third eye. Okay? You have to understand how powerful the third eye is. Okay, so once you get the line frequency, then we can go to any dimension through its location of its paraphrasing of its paradox system. So I'm going to paradigm shift your body system through pixel division. Okay, now we're going to travel into the year 8000. Powerful stuff, guys. Okay, all right. So you're already in force recognitions of energy systems. I put you in a plasma bubble system because you're going to force one your cycles through the mind system. So you're going to feel extremely lightheaded through vibration. Okay, so when I plotted to do there through force recognition, you guys are going to go through balance of perceptions of 8,000 years later and what it looks like. Okay, you're going to see images, you're going to see vibration, you're going to see communication, you're going to see different things. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, what did everybody see? Everybody okay? I know you're back on dimensional Earth system through, you're trying to get your balance through your vibration, but bright colors, yep. It's all depending on where it's going like this. So it's trying to get communication through vibration because you're not at that balance. But I'm showing you how fast you can go through perceptions and how you can travel into higher force systems through locations of space and time. Okay, so I plotted you to your body system of 8,000 years later. So you saw bright colors, lots of energy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, Melissa, do you understand the bright colors? Do you understand its communication of vibration? Do you understand the energy? If you understand the colors, if you understand the energy of its vibration through its intelligence, then you know exactly you're 8,000 years in space of time. Driving right now, but I felt the jump. Yeah, so you vortexed that out of the car system. And that's okay because I put you in a plasma bubble. Everybody's in a different DNA structure, so it doesn't matter through the energy force fields, but you're connected through its force recognition through space and time. So I just want to show you how powerful it is what the mind is when you can travel to so many dimensions. Once you understand communication of the line signals, then you can travel anywhere through the transmission lights. So it's all about having that confidence levels. It's all about the subconscious to the conscious to the sober of its consciousness. And then it gets into its own brain of its mind system. Yeah, you feel vortexy, yeah. You're back on its planet two-dimensional Earth. You're going to be back to its balanced vibration. I just want to show you how powerful it is where you can travel so far, so fast, and know exactly what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, that's totally fine. It's because it's not at your balance. It's like 8,000 years into the future, okay? Now, if you understand the energy of its bright colors and it goes into you, then you understand its intelligence, and then you'll be able to get back to anybody through its reference, right? Now, Melissa, when you saw those bright colors, did you see its definition? Did you see its shape? Did you see what it was doing? Did you see any communication from the energy? What was the energy doing? Was it cycling? Was it circling? Was it rotating? Rainbow colors. Okay. Yeah. It's your mind's trying to adapt to what's going on through its communication. So if it understands the intercept and mode systems, okay. So in relation, I was with you. Okay, I was with you. We're all together in that plasma bubble. Okay. Now we vortexed 8,000 years later. Now I can tell you exactly what's in 8,000. Why? Because the energy given back to me, I know the energy of its channel. I understand the intelligence fully and completely through its balance. Okay. Some reason snakes came to my mind. I think it was the line as I traveled, turned into a giant cobra movement. Lots of lines and shapes, movements. Okay. Okay, Michael, that's on your perception. That's pretty powerful stuff, though. Yeah. Turn into a giant cobra. 8,000 years later into space. Understanding shapes of energies and bright colors. So it's a vortex division, okay? So basically, I platted you to the reptilian division, understanding shapes and anomalies of bright colors and rainbow systems. So it's a reptilian through a ground formation of a center system that's connected through all shape systems. That's 8,000 years later. Powerful stuff. Yeah. Yep. Yep. If you get the pictures in, you should understand the energy. If you don't understand the energy, you won't understand the picture. Right? So it's trying to communicate with locations of higher dimensions. Illuminated, yep. And like I said, you guys are totally two different DNA structures. You're in 8,000 years later, but you're on a different perception. Okay? That's what I'm saying. If Melissa wants to communicate with Michael, you have to understand the pyramid system of the colors, and then it can high rise. Remember I was telling you about the circular rotation system, where it has 7 divisional lines? Okay? That's our understanding how to change the paradigm shift of that body simulator to change it to that same color through communication. So if Melissa wants to communicate with Michael and understand what's going on with its fraction of its diagram through its fragmentation line system, then you understand communication of colors. Then you understand, wow, I was there 8,000 years later. I understand communication with Michael. Michael learns communication with Melissa. Okay, that's what I mean by understanding, getting that balance here. You guys are like this, but if Melissa's like this and Michael's like this, or Melissa's like this and Michael's like this, you can't communicate like that. You have to be line frequency. That's understanding line communication through transmission lights. Because everything in space is communicated through third eye. Okay? Once it goes through the third eye, it connects to the mind, then the heart, and then the soul. Okay? Because everything in space is a different communication line signal through vibration. Okay? Through its energy, of its frequencies. Right? Then you get into energy of intelligence. Okay? So I just platitude you guys 8,000 years later. What do you think of that? Powerful stuff. See? Lots of lines and shapes and movements. Michael, through his perception, is seeing a cobra. Okay? Snakes. Right? So the reptilians, they formulate on so many cycles. I have a friend of mine that he's in the 14th dimension. It's very powerful. He can vortex through jumps and stuff like that through gravitation. Flips and, cycle circle systems, helicopter mode systems, stuff like that. He's very powerful when it comes through the crystals. Because reptilians are very formative when it comes to Atlantis. And, I side drawing my angles through birth systems are connected through Lemuria, right? But it goes way beyond that when you understand your birth of your planet. You just understand that everything through its location. That's how you get through everything through space and time, through its communication of its vibration of the dimensional Earth system. Okay? So your perception is changing, okay, through its transformation lights. It's changing its color. It's changing its vibration. It's changing its energy. It's changing everything through the weather patterns. Okay? It's changing everything through the drawers of its mind, through scanning mode systems. Okay, it's trying to reach a higher division every single day. So, yeah. But it's powerful stuff when you can see things in 8,000 years later, right? So I'm saying, wow, if you can go 8,000 years later, you can go 100,000 years later, right? But you got to know how to come back. And everything is done through the mind of the hydraulics, okay? Because if I put you in 8,000 years later and I don't know how to communicate, we can all be back there, It's like, oh, wait, how do we get back? The mind has to have its intercept and mode system. It has to change the alignments because you're force winning your cycles into the future, right? Remember I was saying you can't change the alignments? I can only change the alignments. Nobody else can. But once you know how to change the alignments, you can change them back. Okay? Because anything in reference can change vibration. That's very important to understand. Every single time I travel, I change the alignments through the atmosphere systems and the grounds. I have to. Because it changes the vibration through humanity's systems. It's the same thing with traveling, right? So it's very important how you can travel, but you have to understand how to change the activation of the portals and bring them back. Okay. So, plus we haven't done an illustration like that in a while through the mind system. I wanted to show you how powerful things are when you go through those location systems. So, but everybody, okay, only you guys through its transformation lights because your high wind force system through the body simulator. Everybody else that sees this on my video transformation light system is just going to see stars, illumination lights. That's all you're going to see through its connection. It's understanding how you can use your protection mode systems, right, and only take certain people up, right? Because that's understanding what the mind is doing and what is it saying. It's going through Michael. It's going through Melissa. We're going up to 8,000 years later, right? Everybody else is going to feel the energy, and that energy is just going to see stars and illumination lights. So it's a high-rise energy system that's going to make you feel good. It's going to put on a big smile. But it won't platitude you 8,000 years later. So that's what I'm saying. It's very cautious that I do these things through protection. So, but it's a lot of fun, It's like going on a roller coaster. and knowing how powerful things are when you go through cycles and circles and things that you see. Because the first thing that you see are dimensions, and then you see vibration, and then you see tunnel, okay? Then you see the planet, okay? And then you see the interception mode system through the connection of vibration through humanity, okay? Which is you. So that NTD4 system is that, okay, now there's a connection right now, okay? This person is on dimensional Earth. So that person that's on dimensional Earth is trying to communicate with that entity force. Because when you travel farther and farther, they know their communication to everything, okay? Because they connect through the interceptions of its mind and its telekinesis, right? So the farther you travel, the more it goes through the mind, okay? So it's very important that we don't communicate with the human vessel through the human brain. We communicate with the human vessel through the human mind, okay? That's how we get into mind telepathy and telekinesis. So I keep seeing different portal systems. I'm walking through them. They're green and bright. Yeah. It's powerful when you go through these things. See, your coloration through your perception is going through your balance. Yep. That's exactly what it is, Melissa. That's why I did this video today, to understand how you go through the pyramids and change the colors from blue, green, and red through the pyramid system. You're trying to balance out the colors, yeah. It's extremely powerful stuff when you go through meditation, okay? Because the old chakra system puts you into the atmosphere system of the divine, okay? But my new chakra system puts you into the stratosphere of a diadome theorem. So that's 3 levels of atmospheres, okay? The reason why we have the new body simulator is we can't communicate through the old system of the body system. You can't communicate with higher realms of dimensional space if you're in that body system, okay? So it's very important how to use the body simulator through the mind system. So, but like I said, question or comments are great. Please feel free to ask me anything you want to know, how powerful things are in space, what goes on in space. That's why I do space discoveries, so everybody gets a really good cycle division of what's going on through space and how everything is calculated, modified through its energy, of its vibration, of its intelligence, through its mass, through its calibration, okay? And then everything goes into its activation through its portals. So it's extremely powerful stuff. But I hope you guys had fun traveling. I know I did. But it's really powerful stuff when you know how to travel through the mind. And it's extremely real. When you're seeing cobras and you're seeing bright colors, you're seeing rainbows, and you're walking through so many different tunnel divisions of dimensions. You know, it's coming from the mind through the transmission light system. So, yeah, thought is powerful. But please feel free to go to my PayPal account if you want to keep high-rising your divisions, because right now the intercepted mode system is changing everything through the mind system. That means that dimensional Earth is going through its force recognition and its high wind and its forces through coloration of perceptions. It's getting to its pixel division, so it's understanding, it's rebirthing. Okay, it's hologram system. So, oh, you're extremely welcome, Melissa. I had a lot of fun. You know, I love to travel. I do it every day, every second of every day. I travel every single day, right? Farther and farther and farther. Energy of information, and you understand it. Just imagine how powerful you can be through the mind system. That's energy coming from space. I don't know if you guys know this, but every time you wake up, there's energy that goes into you right away. Okay? How is it that you think you know what you're doing? You only know what you're doing when you're going through space. Everything, your body leaves, the soul's recognition leaves and communicates in space. That's where you get all those dreams, right? Those dreams are exceptionally real through its perception. Okay? That's why you got to be cautious in what you watch. I'd like to give reviews, but I feel in my cycles, and it's been a while since I've done a live, and I've got so much energy going into me right now. So every time I travel farther and farther and farther and farther. Okay? I can back phrase my systems and go back into the past. Okay? I can go way back into the past. That's understanding what the mind does and how it can travel through balance. If your mind does not travel through balance, you're going to have a problem with your body system. Okay? Ask Michael. Michael's formulating better. You know, he's understanding atmospheres. He's understanding weather patterns. He's understanding electronic interference. He's understanding vibration. He's understanding line communication. Right? That's why I did these illustration diagram programs. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to help you out, Michael. If you guys didn't have me, you'd be totally lost. Your body would just totally... That's why I got to keep going with its energy of its intelligence, right? You guys got to keep high rising because it gets stronger and stronger through its meditations. It's not just meditations now. You're going through the mind system full and completely through its operation program. Okay? You're flying higher to higher dimensions. You have to understand what's going on with its balance. Okay? I mean, balancing your life is one thing, but balancing communication of space is another, right? So, and the thing is, I keep saying to myself, when I was a kid, and I like to bring that up once in a while because I find that, you know, when you're born with something, you're meant to do this, and it becomes a purpose. Once you understand your purpose, it becomes a mission. Once it becomes a mission, it becomes your journey. Once it becomes a journey, then you know exactly who you are. The confidence level is so high, nothing can stop you. Okay? You're a warrior within. That's what it is. It's understanding how to get that power of its recognition through its force of its awareness to get all those conscious levels through your balance. So, micro, macro, yep. Yeah, alpha, mega, yep. I feel like I'm in meditation, like I'm walking meditation most times, yeah. You start off with meditation. You start off with your breathing. You start off with your chakra system. Then you work your way up to the higher divisions of atmospheres. Okay? Step procedures that you have to go up. If you're getting energy of intelligence and you're not understanding communication, you're going to have reaction, right? So that's why I keep doing these videos. You have to understand what's going on, okay? Because your mind system is going farther into space. Now, once you get into space, then you understand the significance of understanding what time is. You have to know what time and space is and time, okay? Either or either. It doesn't matter. Everything comes through balance. But you understand everything through communication space and everything through communication time zones, okay, and time frequencies, time sector units, optical center units. You have to understand your body simulator, like I said from the beginning of this video, to know exactly what's happening with your communication through your body system. Okay? So we are born with it. Everybody is. You just forgot who you are. Yeah. It's settling into Michael's body because he's understanding yin and yang. Once you go way beyond the yin and yang, like I said, I can create a whole new division through a chakra system. Okay? 12 division levels. 7 within the body and 5 within the atmosphere. It's powerful stuff, right? And when you become archangel, and you become demigods, and you become gods of infinity of its gods through pantheism, monotheism, astrotheism, and everything through its connection with simulation. You come everything through its confidence levels. You have to know how powerful you are, okay? Not just of who you are, but what you can do, okay? Because there's a lot of videos that's saying, okay, well, I'm this and I'm that, okay, heal me. Like I said before, I love doing that because a lot of people don't know how to heal, right? If you don't know how to heal, there's a problem. That means you're not communicating with yourself. You have to master everything within. You have to master the immortal of yourself within, with its soul, of its recognition within. You have to master everything through the mind. You have to master everything through the mortal of its mind. You have to master everything through its mortal of its heart condition. Okay? It's a lot of work, but it does pay off once you get to that balance. Right? But then you ask yourself, oh, I want to go higher. I don't just want to stay there. I want to go higher. Right? So it's totally up to you. Yeah. Yeah. You're connected to that. Yeah. Anything through positive will give you energy cycles of division through higher force connection. It uprises your endorphins. Okay, so it's your pixels that are reacting to your body simulator. Okay, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, be still. Yeah, you're born with the disconnection from ourselves, so we aren't aware of our travels. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm doing these videos. So when you travel, you won't have any confusing energy motion system, defragmentation of line systems through the energy of a cycle division. If you're going to a planet division and you're not understanding its line communication, you're not understanding its grounds, okay, you're not going to be able to stand yourself. Okay, that's understanding that your body's having reactions. Okay, if your body's reacting, it's because you're not communicating. All right, now if somebody doesn't meditate, okay, it's very important to understand why we have chakra systems. Okay, chakra system is everything through space and time. So you're giving something, you're given a gift. It's understanding how to open the channel system so the transmission lights can open up, so the mind can open up, so the heart can open up, so the soul can open up, circle and cycle through its division. Then you understand everything through light and dark. Okay, then you understand everything through Father and Mother, archangels and angels, and everything through its connection to the circle. Because that circle and cycle is everything through your life system. And that's how you get your balance of its vibration to its system. So yeah, entering the unity of consciousness, yeah. Oneness, refer to law of one, yeah. Exactly what it is. But you have to understand communication with yourself before you communicate with anything through its interforce connection of anything through atmospheres. Okay? And you know how powerful things are. Then you say, well, okay, that's not a cloud anymore. Wow, that's a portal activation through a dimensional set system through shapes and only systems that are connected through a periphery of its paradox that's connected through its coloration of matrix grid system. Wow. Cloud is not a cloud. Wall is not a wall. A ceiling is not a ceiling until you get into the simulation. Okay? So once you get into simulation, then you understand everything through vibration, through coloration. Because the matrix and the simulation, okay, are two different energy cycles. It's understanding how to get balance. Okay? Getting balance with galactic, with its planets, solar systems, and its intelligence. Getting connected through lines of alignments, through fragmentation of travel mechanisms, through colorations of matrix, okay, through portal activations. Getting communications on how things disappear and reappear through the simulation, through its vibration. Understanding the mortal of its soul, then its gods of its soul. Okay? So yeah, it goes way beyond that beast though, but you're formulating. Yeah, your formulation is on its balance system. Energy, vibration, thought, and heart. Yeah. So I've been on an hour and a half. Okay. An hour and a half. Sun, stars, trees, and all respond to love. Yep. Everything around you is its connection through vibration. You have to understand the vibration of father and the vibration of mother, plus everything through the energy cycles, because it goes round and round and round and round. Okay. It's an energetic force system. Okay. Once you understand how to use that through your positive feeds, everything will be force recognized through a circular and rotation systems. So it's very powerful stuff. But I'm going to leave everybody with that. Love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed what's going on right now. We did a lot of traveling today. It was a lot of fun. Did some illustrations, which is good too. But just formulate around your body system more. Try to understand your communication levels more. Try to master everything through the mind, through the heart, and its connection of its soul's recognition. This is Andrew Weston, high-rise divisions of calculation, modifications, energy, mass, and calibration, mode systems, and its connection through the hydraulics of its mind, capacitor systems. Calling it. Adios, everybody.